Good afternoon, everyone, on this first alert weather day today and tomorrow. And while the wind chills were rough this morning, what was ironic and unique sometimes, especially when you have fresh snow under a clear sky, you can get those temperatures, as long as the winds relax, to be almost as cold as it would feel as if the winds were blowing. So we had an actual air temperature of, say, 16 below in Colebrook, 5 below in Torrington. So again, these numbers, all because the winds relax the right conditions. That's what the actual air temperature was instead of the wind chill. But nonetheless, we're taking a look at our rebound, so to say. Right now, everyone's enjoying, the teens, hopefully enjoying them if you have to be outside today. And in terms of the wind and the coolness it's creating, there are a few spots feeling a little bit cooler, but the winds have actually backed down a little bit, which is good news, right? 7 is how it feels in Salisbury, 9 in Chester. So while it is cold, it could be feeling a lot worse if these winds were stronger. So no complaints there. You've got like this thin overcast layer in Middletown with the snow out there you can see. Forecast highs, upper teens, lower 20s. Certainly going to, at times, feel a little bit colder out there. There's that thin overcast layer, but nothing falling from it. Where we do have, precipitation falling from the clouds, it's in the form of snow across the south. So they're having a rare setup in some areas, like Louisiana, for example. The kind of snow amounts, 6 to 8 inches, that we would see in the Northeast, that they're getting maybe something they haven't seen since the 60s. So, yeah, just a very rare setup happening right now. They're not prepared for this kind of stuff. There's no funding for snow removal. And, I worked in Alabama. They had, like, sand they would toss around and try and shift trucks, if they could, to the proper areas. But there's still a blizzard warning, Lake Charles, Louisiana. So, yeah, this is just crazy stuff you're going to see floating around the internet. Up here, where you would be more accustomed to that kind of weather, we're just seeing that thin overcast layer. It is connected with that same system, but we're just going to see some clouds. Any snow looks to miss us, may clip the Cape and the islands generally, and then high pressure builds in. But in terms of first alert futurecast locally, it's just some thicker clouds. You might get a brief flurry. There's midnight towards New London. That's it with that storm system, so that moves on out. So our departure for the snow situation continues to grow, almost 11 inches below average for the Hartford area. Feels like trend tomorrow, especially northwest, going to be pretty rough in that sub-zero range, feeling in the single digits. If you're brave enough to walk outside tomorrow afternoon, you'll have sunshine, but it's going to feel in the single digits. But we're going to head in the right direction. It's just going to be a slow process. It feels like temperature will slowly improve. The actual air temperature, which is, key to a lot of melting and stuff like that, it barely gets to the freezing mark Friday. Barely above that Saturday. It really takes until Sunday, and it's going to be brief, that we climb above freezing. So for the most part, it's going to be tough to thaw out. Still have some really cold lows at night. And again, the warmest time frame and the place to be is going to be the shoreline on Sunday with a high around 40 degrees. Stay warm out there.